I first became aware of sex trafficking actually when I was in college at Georgia State University, and they had some awareness stuff on the campus, and then the Christian group that I was with, they started getting me involved, so I became involved with the awareness as well. We would go out on campus and tell all the students about what's going on and just raise awareness, so that's where I first learned about it. I got involved with a ministry that was coming against sex trafficking in Atlanta, and I would just help out, and I would provide gifts for the girls, and we would go out on the streets and just go to women who are prostitutes. But it really hit home when one of our own girls that I knew of got involved with sex trafficking. She got tricked into going with a guy. She ended up being held at gunpoint, and she almost went into that world. And it just became such a reality to me that it's one of our girls. It was right here in Roswell, Georgia, and that's where it really hit home.
And after a girl that age has entered into the sex trade, that life expectancy of that individual is 7 years after that.
We became involved with the ministry downtown, and they had a princess walk, and they told us how they've rescued over 20 girls off the streets, and they are providing houses for them, a way to get an education, a way to get their own job, because sometimes they feel like they're stuck in this world, that they're not worth anything else, they can't do anything else. And so these ministries that we're partnering with, they're going down there, letting them know that there's another way, telling them about the love of Jesus, telling them there's another way to live this life, and you don't have to stay here.
A young person who was caught in that type of a snare in life, where there's no way out. You had people that you have to look to or to think about are the people who are using you and abusing you in this sex trade. That there's no way out, So that's why something has to be done in order to, loosen these people from the snare of the enemy,
When I first became aware of sex trafficking, not only in Atlanta, but around the world, my heart really went out for these girls who are just taken advantage of and they have no way out. And I wanted to be involved in any way that I could. And I went to Thailand for 2 months because I wanted to see what I could do, because I know that the situation is really bad there. And I just discovered how complicated everything is, how twisted everything is, how intertwined, how it's just difficult to get the girls out, because sometimes the parents sell their kids into prostitution to get money from them. Many times they're tricked into it, sometimes they're kidnapped. If the parents are involved, you can't really get them out. It's all this legal stuff. And so I kind of got a little disheartened, but then I just started to pray. I was like, okay, this is a spiritual battle, and I just began to pray for the girls that are stuck in this lifestyle and just believing that God would give us open doors. And we partnered up with ministries there who are involved in restoring people who are involved in that. One ministry has rescued 3 teenage boys, believe it or not, from sex trafficking, and now they're being restored. They're in a safe home, and they're being taught about the love of God. And I plan on being involved in that more often. But even though it's a difficult situation, I know that God, He's powerful. His love is strong enough to get these girls and boys out of this.